Hello, everybody, and it's great to share time with you. I'm really looking forward to this time with you every day. It's like my home is vibrating every morning because we know today, later, we're going to share time and energy and mindset with so many different people. Firstly, old rule. I trust that where you sit, you've got a pen and paper. Paper is good, notebook better. Those of you who've been here, you know what I mean. Paper is good, but a notebook is better. If you can choose between good, better, and best, which one will you choose? Now, what is best? I suppose a diary is probably best. Diary means something that's personal to you and it's yours. It's nobody else. It's yours. The purpose is to make a note when I say something that hits you between the eyes. It means, oh, this makes sense. I've got to remember this. Because after the session, you're going to get into the arena and start living what you just did. So now you're a spectator, you're watching me, and you're sitting there in your lounge or wherever. But after the session, the rule is you connect with the people around you, build synergy. I'm not going to explain synergy today. That's not the purpose of today's session. Synergy simply means, although I said I'm not going to explain it, it means you're going to be more than you would have been on your own. And you can only get that when you share. When you share the same mindset and when you agree. Share and agree has been tested scientifically that it creates something that infuses us to feel like I feel right now at this moment. Um, I've got great news. So many people ask whether the videos can be available because they want people, their families in different countries, to watch these videos. Not because it's me. It is the message going out. So the videos are available on YouTube and public. Um, we will release it to be available. That's for now. I've discussed it with my friend that I trust in my life, and he said, Yanni, don't keep this, share this and give it. So thank you for all those people who wrote to me. Then I want to advise you to listen clearly right now. You can make a difference. Some of you are alone at home, home alone, home alone. Now, being lonely is not a nice feeling. I know that. I've been there quite often in my life. And so often when you're lonely, you're attacked most. And synergy is quite difficult when you're alone because there's nobody that you can share the energy with. Now, it's not only for the lonely people. It's not only for those singles. I'm going to invite any one of you who wants to be part of the synergy connection. The synergy connection. That means you send an email to me and say, Yanni, I want to be on the synergy connection. That means when the session is finished, you share with your family. And 20 minutes after the session is finished, I will put you in contact with another synergy connection. That's somebody who's maybe alone, maybe part of a family, doesn't matter. But then you phone that person and you share with that person what you've heard. So it's not a relationship building, anything. It's synergy connection. And any one of you can send me an email to office@Yanni and say, I'm signing up for the synergy connection. I want to be in synergy with somebody else to confirm what I've heard today and to commit to my future today. So I will lay out the conversation exactly as you should do it. That's the way I work synergy in companies, and it works perfectly because you don't have to think what you're going to say. Yes, obviously when it's personal, but the question is going to be told to you. So you're just going to ask that person, can I ask you a question? And then the person is going to say, yes, please. And then you say, tell me, what have you heard today? And then that person is going to reply back, reading the notes where he's written himself in the first person. Now, I trust it makes sense. You don't have to be a single person to be part of the Synergy Connection group. you can contribute to somebody who's single and alone by being part of the Synergy Connection group, because connections and synergy increase our capacity as human beings. So even though you might be part of a family, you can still increase beyond that. That's my invitation. Synergy Connection, that's the subject. You say, I want to sign up for the Synergy Connection group, and I will put you in contact with somebody, and you have to put your telephone number there so that I can put your telephone number and give your telephone number to the person that is going to be connected to you. So I've got that. Then I want to say thank you for Skalk and Shirley. You're in the UK, and I know that you're busy listening and signing in. I just want to give you a thumbs up on that 5K walk that you took this morning and celebrating life. You just sent me an email, and I sat here with goosebumps, and I just replied before the session started. But I do want to tell you, you've got no idea what your message means. So Skalk and Shirley, they were home alone in England, and they missed their people here, and they said they were victims of life. But 3 weeks ago, they started logging into their sessions, and something great is happening. So thank you for your feedback. This morning, early, some of you might not know, but last week I spoke about fear. And I got a letter or a WhatsApp message from a young boy, and he gave me permission to share this. So I'm going to translate it. I realize now you're the English troop, and his letter is in Afrikaans, so I'm going to translate this. His name is Ido van Dalen. He wrote, "Hello, Jannie. My name is Ido van Dalen. I'm watching your sessions with my mom, Estelle, these mental toughness sessions. I could have done a backflip about a month back. I was able to do it. Then we moved, and for 2 weeks, I couldn't practice it. The first time I tried it again, I freezed up in the air, and I injured myself terribly falling on hard wood. For the next 2 weeks, it felt like 2 years. I was too afraid to try this again. Then I listened to your session about facing a fear, identifying a fear, exposing it, confronting it, and mastering it. I tried your formula, and my dad was my helper. I got it right. And I just want to say to you, I'm getting to be a master of it." So for Ido van Dalen, I got goosebumps. And this morning, we read our poems. And after we were busy with my poems, me and my daughter, my wife, we were sitting there. I got a WhatsApp from somebody. And he actually sent a WhatsApp yesterday, Niels from Nelspruit. He said, "Jannie, this is a photo of my son laughing at you during the session," because the whole family, and the son was holding his stomach and he was laughing like that, because in Afrikaans, I'm much funnier than in English now. I'm joking. But they sent through 2 poems that this boy, I guess he's about 9 years old, 10 years old. But I'm going to read you his poem this morning. I'm going to read you his poem called Family. Family, where love is everything, and you are so well known. Life can throw us anything. We will stick together and never be alone. Here, hopes and dreams are always positive and on the rise. When I'm with my family, I'm helped to see life through experienced eyes. And all I want my family to know is, no matter what you do, I will never stop loving you. Now, I know it's beautiful, because the beauty of this boy stepping up, and I hope you hear what I'm saying. I'm giving this testimony to say we can all step up, have a richer life, instead of being underneath our ceiling and living with talent and just focusing on ourselves and being so afraid of looking at all the spectators looking at us, imaginable. Start living life. Step up. Go to a next level. And you got to understand what I spoke about yesterday. This boy is safe in his home to share his poem. That was rhyming. This boy is safe in his home to share his poem. That's why synergy is growing. Some of you might be sharp enough to see that we change this picture next to me every day. Yes. Where's the photo of the family? This picture here is a painting that my daughter made. It's her latest painting. And I just want to share this because this is incredibly beautiful for me. Every morning when I come downstairs, I watch this. And my daughter didn't know that I'm going to put this here and speak about this. But she started painting at the age of 9. And she just had an amazing, beautiful teacher who created a love in her for creating something. And she felt that she could. I will show you my painting and Tasha's painting in a couple of weeks because my daughter is teaching us to paint at this moment. But we're not finished yet. Sorry, my apple with his little steel keys just in the making. But this is a picture that my daughter has painted, and she's just 16 right now. Why I'm showing you this is I want to challenge you to step up. Instead of being a spectator of life, listening to all the news, step up. Now, there's so many step-up challenges that families do. The Low family, they're not on the English forum, but they sent me a picture where one of their challenges was getting into the swimming pool with the one boy that's training. He's going to be an Olympic swimmer very soon. But he's training in a small swimming pool at home in the cold. It's getting winter. And he's training there with, what do you call it, racker? Elastic bands around him, bind to a tree next to the swimming pool. So he's swimming in this little pool. He's swimming against those elastic bands, and that's his training. That's his commitment to his dream, even though we are in time. We are confined with space, yes, but space is only physical. It's not mental. We are free. So for today, I have a great challenge. I've got a couple of papers. I want to share this with you because it's very personal. So many people reflected back upon through emails upon the fact that I said, when you read God's word, when you read any word, when you read a motivational book, when you read self-help books, imagine you just learn the skill to put yourself in there, become the partaker instead of the spectator. I'm going to read to you what I've written down in my diary this morning. And to me, it is profound. Profound means deep. I found that out a couple of years earlier. But profound is a nice sound word. It sounds nice. Profound. It means deep. Now, you know, every morning I come down and I just open my Bible and I say, Lord, whatever verse you want me to see, I'm going to see. And then when I see it, I write it in my diary, but I write it in the first person. And this is what I've written this morning. It's from Isaiah 52. I shall act wisely and I will be lifted up. For what I have not been told, I shall see. And what I have not heard, I shall understand. I'm going to repeat it because I want you to feel what happens to me when I read it in this way. It's not written in God's word this way. It says you shall. But me, Jannie Pitter, I shall act wisely and I shall be lifted up. For what I have not been told, I shall see. Now that's a miracle because nobody told me, but I shall see what I have not been told. My expectation is that God will show me those things. And what I have not heard, I shall understand. I trust you know how important it is for the work that I do right now, speaking to people outside of this camera, outside in this world. Don't know where you are, but somewhere you need to hear what you hear at this moment. So the mindset or the mental toughness aspect that I want to share with you today is this. I've written it down because this was our discussion this morning. We discussed it in Afrikaans and then I had to translate it into English, but it's great. I think the English is actually better now than the Afrikaans. This is what I'm going to say. We do so many things, yet we are so successful. We are successful in so few. Why don't we do less things and be successful in more? I'm going to repeat it. We do so many things, yet we are successful in so few. Why don't we do less things and be successful in more? Now I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to go to an aspect that we all know extremely well, yet many of us avoid it, and that's our physical health. The day you lose your health, it becomes the center of your life. We got health for free. Yes, some of us got illnesses. The illnesses are not because we were born ill. The illnesses came, most illnesses. Let me tell you, you can go and read the book from Dr. Caroline Leaf, Switch on Your Brain. Most illnesses, the source of illness is fear, worry, and doubt. Fear, worry, and doubt. I'm going to give you the best prescription you can ever get from any medical doctor to be healthy. This prescription is written in Proverbs 17:22. It's written, a happy heart is good medicine. A cheerful mind brings healing, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. A happy heart is good medicine. What is medicine for? Medicine cures illnesses. So that verse is so profound because the world is going to throw you with doubt and worry and fear. So every day those viruses come and they want to infect us and they want to change our minds and they want us to get ill. A happy heart is good medicine. Happy heart. Happiness. Happy. Some of you might think, I'm stupid, I'm an idiot. It doesn't matter what you think, because I'm not going to let my happiness be less, simply to be formal and to have an image. My image is not determined by what you think. My image is determined by what God thinks of me. And if I can't be like a little child, I don't understand it. In Matthew 12, verse 3, it's written, if you can't become like a little children amongst you, you can never enter the kingdom of heaven at all. It doesn't mean that when you die, you go to heaven. No, the kingdom of heaven is here right now. It's available to us all. It's the authority of God over the things of this earth. If you can't be like a little child, you can't rule over the things of this earth, because then you've got to image protect. You've got to impress all the spectators you think there's in life, but you become ill because there's worry and fear and doubt. So my advice to you is, have a happy heart because it's good medicine. A cheerful mind brings healing, works healing. But a broken spirit, worry, fear, doubt, dries up your bones. Physicality is one of the most important things that my father has taught me. He's 84 years old. Still 3 times a week, 6 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he trains, he exercises. He was the head of an exercise group for more than 56 years in Potchefstroom, where every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they train. And my father was the inspiration, the highlight of this, because he was the synergy creator of that group because of his commitment and his absolute joy. So I learned from him because he showed me. I will never stop exercising. Now, most of you, oh, exercise is difficult. I don't want, because in school, we use exercise to punish children. Can you believe it? What an idiotic act. So the children line up and I strip myself, not physically, I strip my, what they call in English, in Afrikaans, moer. That's a little tool. I strip my moer and now I'm cross and I say, oh, you're wasting my time. On the line, run. Now I punish the children with something that's so essential for the rest of their life, and that's physical movement, physical activity. And all of them start to hate it. And when you hate something, you avoid it with everything you've got. Many of you sit there and you listen, you say, yes, Janne, I don't like exercise because I feel inferior. Everybody else in the gym looks so spectacular, and I feel overweight, and I don't have those nice clothes. I don't have the tackies. We can think about all the excuses. I'm so busy, I don't have time to exercise. Oh, I can't wake up 4 o'clock. And you've got to pay membership. And that's a bunch of rubbish. It's called bull. It's not necessary. In the past, I don't know how many years, I don't belong to a gym. I've got a lawn. And it doesn't have to be big. In the winter, we don't go outside. It's icy cold. So that's when we train in our room. Because we've got this video, and it's so much fun. We can do it in a confined space, but it's absolutely awesome. But I'm going to give you the key today to start something that will change your life forever. It's not exercise. It's to master exercise. And the key lies in what I said. We do so many things, yet we succeed in so few. Why don't we do less things and succeed more? And the key is, for physical exercise, less is more. Now, I'm going to give you the hint. If you think about exercise, you already go, oh, because you are used to the fact that the exercise beat you. That means you train until you can't. Your breath is going, your heart rate is going, sweat is going down, and you feel weaker and weaker and weaker, and eventually you have to stop. We think that's the way to train. It's bull. That's the worst thing that you can do. When you're a master of exercise, then you can push the boundaries to where you can't, because then it's actually satisfaction to get to a point where the exercise, you were challenging it until that border, but tomorrow you're going to break that border. Tomorrow you're going to break that thing that you set for yourself. But that's for experienced trainers. Most of us are not experienced trainers. Most of us are just normal people. The key to successful exercise is you have to beat the exercise, because if the exercise beats you, you will have an excuse not to do it tomorrow. Short. If you can do 10 push-ups with effort, and usually I will demonstrate it, but with the camera and stuff, I'm just going to waste time. But if I can do 10 push-ups, but after number 5, I go like slower, and at number 6, my body goes like this, and I start to look like somebody who's going to a chiropractor and just going to be twisted. And at number 9, I'm at the pinnacle of this exercise, and I've just got to go, and I've got somebody screaming, go, 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 you can. That's the worst thing that you can ever do, because in your mind, you are beaten. This exercise beats you. What if you can do 10 with great effort, and you set your goal for 4? Because after 5, now you're testing it. So instead of doing 10, you set your goal for 4. And those 4, you simply do excellent, not average. You've got to understand, less is more. We do so many things, yet we succeed in so few. You can do 10 push-ups, but all 10 were not excellent. They were starting well, growing worse. And eventually the last one was absolutely ridiculous. What a joke. You're a cheat. No, only joking. You never ever continue beyond mastering. So the moment you don't master it, you're finished for today. I'm going to give you a testimony. I'm 54 years old, and my son is a great inspiration. My father is the greatest inspiration for me concerning health. We have a zero illness factor in our home, nothing, because we laugh a lot. We make sure that our mind cheers up after we had a fight. We make friends, we make peace. Me and my wife, we had a disagreement this morning. She's laughing right now, but we had a disagreement. But I couldn't continue with this session before, so we had to make up. And then, very importantly, you have to learn to be the master of the moment. So 3 years ago, me and my son started. Every night, I can't practice every day, so I do practice, but we practice out there on the lawn. But I decided every night before I go to shower, I will go and I will do 5 excellent push-ups. So it's 5. And I go down and I can't do a push-up, but I did them while breathing, stiff body, excellent. And my son would stand in the room and he would count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, Dad. And I would stand up. I can do more. Yet I stood up after 5 because I was the master of the 5. That caused me to be wanting to do it the next morning, the next evening. I wanted to be a master again because it felt so good. And today, every night, you can come to my home and you can check out. I will sometimes sit at the dining room table, and when we finished, I will just go beyond because I need synergy. I need my wife and my daughter to go, wow, Dad, you're looking good. That's synergy. It's not boasting. Don't understand me wrong. Yesterday I said I reward myself with synergy. I hate boasting. I've got no time for boasting. I joke, but my joke is synergy. I create synergy. The word says, don't think more of yourself than is necessary. If you want to boast in God. If somebody, don't be the own rewarder of yourself. But let me tell you, you can't love other people if you don't love yourself. You've got to think of yourself as very important. So I love it when my family puts synergy and I say, thank you with gratitude. But at this moment, and I stopped, I went to 150 every evening, but the 150 became a slip because it was too many. I did them well. I don't do them all at once. At this moment, I start with 40, then I rest a little bit, I get myself, because I don't accept average as good enough. Then I go to 20, 20, 20, and every now and then I just put 1 or 2 more just because I can, and I'm the master of it. I trust you get my mindset. Why don't we do less and succeed in more instead of doing so much and succeed so little? It's not only exercise. My challenge for you is start with 1 push-up tonight. Every one of you, just start with 1 push-up tonight, but make it extremely good. For those, the women, and if you're old, you can stand on your knees. It's a knee push-up. And if you're so old that you can't do the knee push-up, you can stand skewly against a chair and just go down. But have fun with yourself. Enjoy the moment. Be excellent. Less is more. It's great chatting to you. Look forward to tomorrow's session. Enjoy this afternoon. Bye.